Grand rising, grand setting to everyone. This is the upgrade. Hope you get this when you get this, and I hope you guys are doing great. So right now, I'm just having a quick conversation. All right, just real quick. When I say real quick, I mean really, really quick. And the conversation has to deal with modern day dating. Okay, modern day dating. Why is it exposed? Okay, so here's what we're gonna expose some stuff about. Me, I don't have to lie about my age. I'm 38 years old, 38 years young, looking sexy. Thank you, appreciate it. In the midst of that, after divorce, one thing that I had to learn was that I had to start, if I wanted to, dating again, or at least interact with women, obviously not males. And so in the process of doing that, in the last year and some change and doing some observations, talking to a lot of men, not males, but talking to a lot of men, having these real candid conversations, and then also realizing that some people are very delusional. You live in another delusional world. I don't know where you live, but you live in a delusional world. It's not here. And so let me tell you how sometimes modern dating can actually get messed up. All right, so I can only give you from the male's perspective, and then I can show you the observations from a female, but I can't tell you what she thinks, okay? When she says, aha, or she got it. So one thing that I had to learn was that when you're going out on a date, right? So there's a guy you're interested in, he's interested in you. The guy's gonna go, he's gonna take you out on a date. Now, you and your so-called friends, or you and him decide to go on a date, so said date, and date was fine. Nothing happens. You wait for date 2, date 3, date 4. Maybe by date 6, maybe by date 7, he might be getting the boom boom. Which in then turn, he gets it, and then he either some guys stay, or others will simply just get up and go, right? And the reason for that is because females were playing games. All right, let me tell you what game you were playing. We all know about hot girl summers. We all know about girls' vacation trips. We know the things that happen on there. A man who's ignorant and doesn't know a woman's nature, you're not going to understand that at the end of the day, us men see you and know that you've been with somebody. So I'm not going to sit there bathmouthing nobody. I don't want you to feel no type of way. But even when it comes to like mothers, single mothers. So single mothers, once you have a child, how many children you have, we can ask questions. So the first question is, if you have one child, obviously one baby daddy. If you have two or more, we're going to ask, is that the same father or different fathers? All right. Now, after we do is that the same father, different fathers, next thing is now we have to sit there and think. Now, whenever a female says that she's been with one guy, she's really been with like 3. Okay. Okay, that's what we as guys have kind of came up with the number, just a little estimation of it. If you're a virgin, obviously it doesn't apply to you, but applies to the majority of all, right? So female tends to then go sit there, y'all on a date, and this guy who likes you, who's pursuing you, has to sit there and wait, right? Well, mind you, since you're a single parent, right? Most of women sit there and say they got deadbeat daddies or daddies ain't shit. So you sat there and let an ain't shit nigga who wasn't about nothing impregnate you. And then a guy who wants to sit there, give it all up, want to sit there, take care of you and all that, he has to now sit there and play and wait. When you're having your hot girl summers and people are watching you on Instagram and Facebook, and we're seeing you as you keep on, you entertain one person from one person, you having all your time, you're living your best lives. And you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, 10 years down the line, oh, I'm ready. I'm free now. I want to be in a relationship. Okay. Don't work that way. Now, what do men need to do? Men need to get their shit together. Number one, get your shit together. So then you can have some leverage. Because where we're at now, it just depends on what age you're in. And so obviously people who I'm talking to are anywhere between 30 and 38. So unless you've been a virgin, your cherry been popped a long time ago. And then you're single. And now you're in this market. And now before you were sitting there hot girl summer shitting for the last 10 years and all that. And then now all of a sudden it's time that you want to get married and there's no valuable men to get married to. That's because men have watched you play your games. Watch you play the games. So you think that another dude that got you on McDonald's money and I got to sit there and take you out and get caviar and shit? Nah, I'd rather get the female who has less bodies, the female who has a less count. Y'all don't understand what y'all are demanding from men. On the flip side, a lot of guys, I'm going to tell you right now, discernment, and be careful. All right? A lot of y'all simp dudes out here, seeing it going around, buying people a whole bunch of shit with nothing in return. It's like going to the strip club and not even getting a lap dance. You just walk in and you literally throw, $1,000 worth of money and you look at it and then you walk back out. You have to build your legacy. You have to build your future. One thing I advise all people to do, definitely guys, don't start really dating or get married until you're 30. Women agree, men agree. It's because at the same time, that's when we kind of get it there. Oh man, that's what I got it. Unless you're taught from young, unless you're having somebody who's shaping you through, unless it's like the family business, unless you're an apprentice to someone, those things are there. But we have lost it in our community. So what ends up happening now is you have the blue collar men, and mind you, they're trying to date just as well. But then again, it's because it looks also. So some men don't look good, which obviously, there's ugly women there too. So there's ugly men and there's ugly women. To sit there and say that there's not, you're living in the delusional world, and there would not be a balance. Okay? Cute, sexy, ugly. Okay? Got it? See? So in the midst of that, there's going to be the two. Now, some people are going to sit there and say, oh, well, there's somebody for everybody. There's not, because you cannot go and date everybody. Some people ain't coming outside. Some people are awkward gamers. Some people are handicapped. Some people are not even in your vicinity. Some people, only date certain groups or certain types of people. So a lot of everybody's list is cut short when you're talking about dating. All right. And the reason why I bring this up out of all things is because when we get back to having the structure of a family, a lot of the fucking problems we're dealing with now will end. A lot of the problems we're dealing with now will end. The 1950s, 1960s, during Jim Crow, during slavery, black marriage was more than it is now. It's crazy. And you wonder why. It's because then also, at this day in modern day dating, you also have a lot of women who say that they don't need and want men. So there are a lot of women going around and they're making this money and this entrepreneur money, and understand the difference. I'm not trying to knock nobody, because trust me, I'm into myself. There's a difference of being an entrepreneur, which is creating things like the laptop, the mouse, the phone, the food, as opposed to selling products or things, or selling things that aren't as tangible, things that are subjective, things like, writing in a book or something. So these things people are getting rich off of, but it wasn't nothing that created or made this world. So a lot of women are sitting there saying they don't need men. And real men are saying, all right, cool, no problem. I'll go find somebody else to go date. So you have to be very careful in what you're saying, how you're saying it, what you're doing. You have to go look in the mirror and realize your situation. Time is of the essence. It's not for everybody. Double standards are real. Men can have kids until they're 100. Maybe 90. Till they're 90, 100. Females, at 35, you are at a high risk. It's a standard. Double standard. Same time, guess what? It's there. Can't change it. Can't do nothing about it. It's there. It's nature. So in nature, too, and how we speak to each other, how we talk to each other, how we communicate one another, there's a lot of stuff that's going on that we don't talk about when it comes to dating. And one thing is looking yourself in the mirror and realizing that I'm coming in with a lot of baggage, or this person sees me and sees what I've done, or not even sees. You can't be naive enough to think that people ain't doing what they doing. So when you're dating, date with a purpose if you choose to. If you don't, be upfront and be clear. Hey, listen, this is exactly what I'm doing. Yes, I might be dating. I might be dating you, and I might be dating 2 other people. You know what it is. If you want to deal with it, you want to. If you don't, you don't. I don't have to lie to you. I have to tell you nothing about that. Keep it 100. But then, mind you, the one thing that you don't do as a man is you do not ask a female if she's fucking around with somebody. Let her do that. Let her do that. You're not married yet. Let her do that. If she's really feeling you, she'll let go of everybody on your own. Because you're that dude. Because you're that dude. So continue to go date. Continue to go date, but have discernment. Guys who are single, have no kids, don't date baby mamas. Unless you're willing to be stepdaddy. It's going to be tough for you out there in these streets. Now, on the flip side, you have a lot of women talking about, oh, I don't want to date a man with kids and stuff. I don't want to date a man with kids. Well, then you got to be pretty screwed out there in this world. Our job is to be fruitful and to multiply. Fruitful and multiply. Back then, we had concubines. We had a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not to sit there and say that it's not the times, even though in Africa they're doing it right now. And even though, for every one guy, there's 4 females. Out of every 4 black women will get married ever in their life. Ever in their life. Those who marry once, twice, 3 times, you are the lucky one that keeps on going 1, 2, 3. But the other 3 will be lonely by themselves. What you gonna do? You have to start understanding what it is right now. Because at the end of the day, it's about survival. Dating is about survival. Dating is about what person is going to be here at the end of my life that's going to help me survive through this. But right now, you got a lot of people playing some games. Oh, well, I can do this. Now you need to do that. You need to do this. And you need to take care of my bastard kids. And nah, boo-boo. So why are you just going to have all the babies just because? We're not supposed to. So it's supposed to be kingdom building. So again, hey girl, go back to the Bible. So go back to Abraham, Isaac. What did it say? Yo, you're going to have to take care of all of them. We don't take care of all of them now because the jobs that we had aren't there. So in the 1960s, and you can go look up the Monahan Scissors Report. I'm actually about to do a video on that soon. But the Monahan Scissors Report stated that before 1965, black men and black women were the nucleus of the family, and there wasn't even no poverty. Poverty is still today in the single digits for 2-family homes. But in 1965, the way to get the system separated was there was supposed to be an act that was supposed to be given so that black men would have the same opportunities as others. Instead, what ended up happening was that the women ended up taking it. They ended up giving an act to somebody else. And what they did was they said, okay, you know what? We're going to now give assistance to now women. So black women, instead of sitting there staying with their men, took the assistance from the government. So when you see people who can't be in their houses because they're getting assistance, that's where it came from. So now you see a perpetuation of single mothers. And at that time back then, it was, oh, well, let me get these food stamps. Oh, so I can have 5 kids? All right, I'm about to get 5 of these. I'm about to get enough money to get food stamps so I can survive. I'm about to get money so that they can sit there and support my housing. Same thing that's going on now. So you have some women who are out there having babies, and they're not even. And the men who want to be there, after a while, why would you want to be there dealing with that type of woman? On the flip side, you have a lot of men who are out there who just have babies and just walk away. That's because nobody had taught them that in the natural sense, go have babies. In the responsible sense, every child that you have, you are responsible for it. And if you are not responsible for that child, that is a problem for you. But now, guess what? Here's what's crazy. Because I can sit there and impregnate 300 and something women in the same In the same time I'm doing that, one woman is getting pregnant and giving birth. My job is to go out, be fruitful, and multiply. My job also is to take care of them. But when a lot of men don't know how to take care of their kids, it's like dad. And then sometimes you can't always blame the men, because you have women who sit there and don't want the father to be there. So having a lot of these kids, yes, are we supposed to multiply in order for our species to survive? Yes. But at what cost does it come when we can't even, as a group, come together and sit there and say, hey, let's figure out how to go and date or how to go and do this so that we're able to survive as a species. Instead, you have, before it used to be one dad, five kids. Now it's one mama, 5 baby daddies. And it's okay now. And it's not. And then that female expects that every dude that comes by to go and take care of that kid, the one kid that's not theirs, and the other ones. It's not supposed to happen that way. It's not supposed to happen that way. It's not. And at the same time, you have a lot of men who don't want to be in the house. Some men don't want to be in the house because they don't know how to be in the house. Who taught them how to be in the house? Did our parents really teach us how to date? Did our parents sit there and say, hey, go tell that girl over there that you want to go take her out, and make sure that when you tell her to take her out, depending on what day, go and get daddy, or bring yourself to daddy. Yeah, we have done shit backwards. Here's another thing. You ready? During your dating process, if your parent is still alive and you are dating, your parents should meet the potential person, unless they've somehow met them already and know them, should meet that potential person 1 to 2 months in the beginning of the relationship. Your parent knows better than you. If you have a great relationship with your parent knows better than you who you are, what's best for you. How many times we can listen to parents and we sitting there like, damn, man, I would have just listened to my mom. Daddy like, no, please, no. But what ends up happening is this: you go dating, and instead of the first month, second month, third month, fourth month, fifth month, a whole year, maybe 2 years go by, and now you bring this person to the house. Everybody sees them, and hey, this is such and such. Everybody's already saying no. Oh no. But now everybody has to respect you because you've taken this whole time with this person, and they realize that whatever they say to you, you are fighting and talking to a wall. So next thing you know, you get together. Everybody else is talking about it. Then when shit hit the fan, then it's like, damn, I should have listened, man. People was telling me. Your parents should meet the person you are dealing with the first 2 months of dating. If a female does not bring a guy that she's talking to her house 2 months during the dating process, you do not fucking respect your dad. Oh, sons, 2 months in, bring it to your mama. She knows she a thought or not. She a hoe or not. Oh, that hoe over there, that thought right there. No. You can tell. She listened to mama a long time ago. But I was like not Boaz. I was like, what's his name? Samson. Hey, mommy, daddy, give me woman there. I want her. Yeah, but hey, son, we know better. We know. Hang out with these people right here. No, I want woman over there that I chose because I know better. Hey, son, but we raised you. Plus, these women over here, they're hustling. They ain't doing nothing. I don't care. Rawr. Then when Samson dies or he gets his eyes bulged out, why? He didn't listen. And that's just advice from parents. I'm just using Samson because I'm a man. That's why. But yeah, modern dating now. Oh, you know what else messed it up? This right here. This thing right here messed it up. You know why I messed it up? Nobody even goes outside anymore. And if you do, you go outside because you hooked up and you went out on a date. Okay? But mind you, you ask people like, yo, if people have the same routine, if you're in a major city where you're taking the transportation, you have the same routine, and you see the same people, ain't nobody talk to you yet, then pick up and go somewhere. If not, then use this. But understand that this also gave people too many options. So it gave me people so many options, right? That, and not even just options. Like right now, I don't knock anybody that's doing certain stuff, but listen, if you're an OnlyFans girl and you're trying to date, if you weren't OnlyFans and you're going to try to date one day, this stuff is always going to be on there. I'm just saying, but I gotta be out because I'm still writing this book, Caroline. I actually have to add some new stuff that I just found. I'm trying to figure out where to put it because it's about marriage. Black marriage in America is declining, and it's also about saving our Black boys. And so understand that I'm a male, and there's no reason why I'm not going to sit there and protect any males. Yes, I have daughters, so I'm going to protect them and help them understand what it is to be around a man and love a man and take care of one, and at the same time take care of herself, just like I would for any male or any man. So I don't even give advice. My 2 cents, I guess, or my upgrade opinion is look at yourself in the mirror, look at your situation, and see whether or not what you're asking for is really worth the value. Is really worth the value. So when it comes to guys, can you really take care of that female when she says she wants to go out? I know I want to sit there and splurge all day on the female that I'm with, but she has to earn that. I'm not just giving it to you because you look good. You know how many females look good and probably look better than you? Oh, but I can cook. I can cook too. Just learned. I can clean. I've been cleaning. I can be peace. A dog can bring me peace. So, oh, I have a degree. If your degree doesn't match with the upgrade, I don't give 2 flying fucks what it's about. Because if I'm going to sit there and work and try to pay for everything, and I'm going to sit there as we're dating, try to court you, and there's nothing in reciprocation, it's a problem. Oh, another side note. Actually, no, let me say this one. This one's going to get me in trouble. I'll do it on my next video. So, yeah. Hasta la vista. Not hasta la vista, my bad. When you guys see this, or if you guys, when you guys see this, share this with your friends. If you feel like it's something that needs to be discussed, leave me also a message. If you want to sit there and join in the group, there's more people that actually want to talk about modern dating. And so if you do, just hit me up so that we can set something up. All right, everybody, be safe out there in these streets. Tomorrow, yeah, that's it.